So as you all can tell by the title, I am here to do the tattoo tag. And it only makes sense because I do have quite a few tattoos. Maybe you can see a few of them, but for the most part, they're typically covered up. But I did want to do this because it did sound like a bit of fun. So stay tuned. You know, it gets on my nerve when people are like, oh, so do your tattoos have significance or do they have meaning? Listen, my tattoo could be because I was just drunk one night and I wanted to get a tattoo. And guess what? For me, that is significant. That's really not what happened, but I'm just saying, like, don't judge what I do. So, question number 1, how many tattoos do you have? I currently have 12 tattoos. I read somewhere that people usually die with an odd number, so I guess we'll see what happens with that. Question number 2, what is your favorite tattoo? My favorite tattoo would have to be I have a tattoo of a sun, moon, and a star on my foot, and I got that when I turned 18. And the significance of it was I wanted something to represent my parents, and so the sun is my mother because she's a fairer complected woman. The moon is my father because he has like black blue skin, and then I am the star in between the two of them. So that is my favorite tattoo. How old were you when you got your first tattoo? They should call Child Protective Services on my mother because I got my first tattoo when I was 13. My cousin did it for me, and he did it in my mother's kitchen with my mother watching. And it is the terriblest tattoo ever. That's not even a word, but it is so bad. It is so bad. What do your parents think about your tattoos? From answer 3, my mom saw me get it. She called my cousin into town and told him to come give me a tattoo. And this was because the legitimate tattoo place we went to, the artist was like, even though you're giving me permission, I just cannot tattoo your child under the age of 16. So my parents are fine with it. My mother was with me when I got my first one. My dad took me to get my second one, and I was 15 at the time. So they're fine with it. It's like a game. Every time I go home, it's like, you got a new tattoo? Tell me you got a new tattoo. So they don't really care. That's the least of their concerns. Does your significant other like your tattoos? If so, what are their favorites? I currently don't have a significant other, but in the past, my significant others had tattoos. I would go with them to get tattoos. So, yeah. I don't know what their favorite tattoos are. Maybe the ones when I went with them to get tattoos are their favorite tattoos. I don't know. You gotta ask them. Yeah. Did you always have a love for tattoos, and what was your inspiration? I don't know that I always had a love for tattoos. People around me growing up had them, but they were like prison tats, and like you let your friend down the street do your tattoo, so they weren't like super professional. I think I really got into them when my mother got her first tattoo, which was 2 hearts with flames shooting past them and me and my sister's initials. And that was the first time like I had seen like nice work. So when I was like 12 or 13, I said I wanted one, and she was like, well, come on, let's go. It didn't happen until I got like 12, 13-ish. And then from that point on, like, it was a springboard. I was getting a tattoo like every year. And when I got to college, you couldn't tell me nothing. Do you plan on getting more tattoos in the future? Right now, I don't have any plan. I mean, honestly, most of my tattoos are very spur of the moment. Something is going on, and so I get them. The last tattoo I got was a tattoo on my finger, and I got it because I was literally in grad school, a few weeks about to graduate with my master's degree, and I just was like so stressed out while writing the paper, and I was just like, I'm gonna go get a tattoo. And I went and got a tattoo that means strength in kanji. I got it on my middle finger because I was just like feeling that way at the time. I'm not gonna flip y'all off to show it to you, but they're usually very spur of the moment. I don't ever really plan them. So who knows? I might go get one after I record this video. You just never know with me. Which tattoo would you say was the most painful? I have a tattoo of a lion's face and mane on my right foot, and I would say that that was the most painful one. Not so much because of the placement. I mean, getting a tattoo on your foot is painful because there's not a lot of fat there. It's just really like skin and bone. But more so because of the position that I sat in while getting the tattoo. So I was sitting in a chair and I had my foot on a like horse is what they call it. And so it took her over an hour to do that. That made the process painful, but I don't have any like excruciatingly painful tattoo stories. Do you regret any of your tattoos and why? No, I don't regret any of them. I often kind of like look at my body and say I wish that I could redo their placements. I know some people have themes that they do with their tattoos, but I was 13 when I got my first tattoo, so what did I really know about anything at that point? But I would place them in different places to kind of have more of a balance to my body. I know that where most of my tattoos are right now, it would be hard to add to them or to put other things next to them because it would just like be very cluttered. So that is something that prevents me from getting more tattoos, is because the placement of the ones that I currently have, they're not in the most ideal places, but I don't regret them. I mean, that's life, so whatever. Do you regret anybody you ever dated? You probably do.
You tried it.
Cause I do. What was the least painful tattoo? Least painful tattoo? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, none of them were so excruciatingly painful that I just hated life, and my pain tolerance is pretty high with regard to like tattoos and piercings. So yeah, I don't really have any. As far as who I want to tag, I tag anybody who wants to do this because tattoos are cool. If you want to do this tag and you want to tell people about your tattoos, then go for it because tattoos are awesome. Okay? As always, thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching this video and getting to know more about me. I love y'all. Y'all are my friends. Like we is here, and so I appreciate it. So make sure that you thumbs up the video or thumbs down it if you're mad today. Make sure that you leave a comment below. Tell me about your tattoo experiences, and as always, if you are new, subscribe to my channel because like I'm kind of like a really cool person, I think, and so do my other subscribers. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, and until next time, y'all, I'll see y'all later. What is it? Milk?